You already lost today, and you lost it before you even got out of bed. Not because you're lazy, not because you lack discipline, because of one small decision you made in the first 60 seconds after waking up. And you've probably been making the wrong one for years. Habit 1. Checking your phone first. Here's what happens the second you check your phone in bed. Your brain hasn't even finished its first transition out of sleep, and you flood it with 100 unrelated inputs. A message, a notification, someone else's opinion, someone else's win. Psychologist Winnie Wood's research on habit formation shows that the first cues you expose yourself to set the behavioral pattern for everything that follows. Checking your phone first doesn't just waste 5 minutes. It tells your brain, react first, think later. That's the mode you'll carry into the rest of your day. But here's the problem. Most people don't even notice they're doing it. It's automatic, which means the fix isn't willpower. It's removing the cue. Phone outside arm's reach. That's it. Habit 2. Skipping the decision buffer. Second mistake. You wake up and immediately start making decisions. What to wear, what to eat, what to tackle first. Sounds harmless. It isn't. Psychologist Roy Baumeister's work on decision fatigue shows that every choice you make draws from the same limited mental resource. Spend it on small stuff early, and you'll have less left for the decisions that actually matter. The ones at 2 p.m. when you're deciding whether to keep working on your business or give up for the day. The people who stay consistent aren't smarter. They just protect their decision-making capacity by removing decisions in the morning. Same breakfast, same first task, no debate. Habit 3. No plan for the first hour. Third one. You get up, you're ready to work, but you don't actually know what you're doing first. So you open 5 tabs. Check 3 apps. Tell yourself you're easing in. This is where most side hustles quietly die. Not for failure, from drift. Psychologist Peter Gallwitzer's research on implementation intentions found something simple but powerful. Deciding in advance exactly when and where you'll do a task makes you dramatically more likely to actually do it. Not, I'll work on my business in the morning. Instead, at 7 a.m. at this desk, I open this one task first. That specificity is the difference between intention and action. And habit number 4 coming up? It's the one almost everyone gets backwards, and it's costing people hours of focus without them realizing it. If you're still here, good, because the next few habits are the ones that actually separate people who build momentum from people who feel busy but go nowhere. Habit 4. Working before your brain is actually on. Most people assume the moment they're awake, they're ready to think clearly. Not true. Sleep researcher Matthew Walker's work shows your brain needs time after waking for cortisol and alertness to actually rise to a usable level. This is called sleep inertia, and it can last anywhere from 15 minutes to over an hour. So when you force deep, important work in that window, you're not being disciplined. You're working at reduced capacity and convincing yourself it counts. The fix isn't to work harder in that window. It's to fill it with low-stakes movement, stretching, a walk, sunlight. Let your brain actually wake up before you ask it to perform. Habit 5. Treating motivation as a requirement. You wait to feel ready before starting. So on mornings you don't feel it, and there will be many, you simply don't start. But motivation was never supposed to come first. Winnie Wood's research again shows that action typically precedes motivation, not the other way around. Starting the behavior, even with low enthusiasm, is what generates the momentum people mistake for motivation. This means the people who seem disciplined aren't more motivated than you. They just stopped waiting for the feeling and built a system that doesn't require it. Habit 6. No physical reset before mental work. Quick one, but it matters. Sitting down immediately after waking, with no physical activation, keeps your nervous system in a low arousal state, closer to rest than focus. Even 5 minutes of movement raises baseline alertness without needing caffeine or stimulation. It's not about fitness. It's about telling your body, we're switching states now. Skip this, and you'll spend your first real work hour feeling foggy. Then blame your discipline instead of your physiology. Habit 7. The climax habit, starting with your hardest task. Here's the one almost nobody expects. You've probably been told to eat the frog. Do the hardest task first while you have the most willpower. But based on everything we just covered, this is backwards for most people. Your brain isn't at full capacity yet. Decision fatigue hasn't reset overnight the way people assume. It carries over. And without a physical or mental warm-up, you're forcing your highest stakes work through your least capable window. The actual sequence that works: small physical reset, one pre-decided low-friction task to build momentum, then the hard task, once alertness is actually caught up to your ambition. It's not about doing the hardest thing first. It's about doing things in the order your biology can actually support. None of this requires more discipline than you already have. It requires a different order. The version of you that builds the business, finishes the degree, stays consistent for 6 months instead of 6 days. That person isn't using more willpower than you. They just stop fighting their own morning. Try this sequence tomorrow. Just one day. See what's actually different. If this gave you something you'll actually use, subscribe. There's more of this coming. And drop a comment. Which one of these habits did you not expect?